Hello and welcome to the Crypto Law Weekly. Trump just pardoned the founders of the BitMEX exchange. These visionaries pioneered the perpetual swap. They basically created 24/7 leverage trading and reshaped global finance. They got hit with the charges for not following the full letter of the Bank Secrecy Act and not collecting appropriate Know Your Customer data. But let's be real, this was lawfare. The pardon's a big deal. It just kind of clears the air and shows that crypto might get a fair shake going forward. Also, I'm really happy for Arthur Hayes. He's one of my favorite writers. He puts out these great macroeconomic essays, and I'm just glad for him that he's off probation.
Yesterday, the FDIC announced that FDIC-supervised institutions can now engage in permissible crypto-related activities without seeking prior approval, reversing a more restrictive policy from the last 3 years. Acting Chairman Travis Hill says that this is a step toward a new approach that balances innovation with safety. More guidance is expected to come from the FDIC soon, so keep an eye out for further crypto legal updates from Hotter Law.
There was a draft Stablecoin 2025 Act published this week, and here's the key takeaways. Stablecoins are going to have to be backed one-to-one with US dollars or T-bills. There can be no yield-bearing stablecoins, and there's a 2-year ban on algorithmic stablecoins. And once that ban is up, only banks and credit unions and non-bank financial institutions will be allowed to launch them. So, it's good we're getting clarity on these things, but we got to also watch out. There's like a big room for this stablecoin stuff to turn quickly into a CBDC. And if a CBDC gives UBI benefits, universal basic income, or has other components attached into it that it turns into a way the government is giving people money, the stable coins are not going to be able to compete with that because they can't do yield. They can't, do these things. So it's just something to watch out for. So far, they'll only be issued by banks, but the rails are there for interoperability for CBDC. Trump's World Liberty Financial just announced that they're launching their own USD1 stablecoin that's main purpose is going to be for international trade settlements. So keep an eye on that. And as for price prediction, we're kind of proud of last week. We were only $125 off. We predicted 84K. Next week, we're going to predict 87K. So, bullish going up. The main thing going on is just liquidity is being pumped into the global money supply. China, Japan, and the US are all implementing various monetary easing policies, and Bitcoin loves that. So, should have a good impact. And, Trump is very much pro crypto, and the market's like clarity. And we've had 8 years of this, regulation by enforcement where you're just trying to operate, hoping you don't get picked by, the regulator. Although by the end of it, they pretty much got every crypto company between one of the many, alphabet soup regulators. So I think having this clarity and this feeling in the market that, these pardons are flying around, and it just doesn't feel like the founders of these, prolific projects are going to be sent to jail under Trump's administration. So that's why we're bullish. So 87K, make it a great week. Thanks. And please take the time to give us your price prediction in the comments, and follow along on Twitter, YouTube. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.